Welcome, guys, and thanks for joining me in another episode on how to build a peer-to-peer platform with Django. In the last video, we managed to extend our project and the user model, added some provisions for the country, and also created a user address model and the locations app, which comes with the city, countries, and state models. So before we continue in this video, we're going to quickly change the Django administration panel. It's very ugly for my liking. So I will introduce Jasmine, Django Jasmine, which just Django Jasmine. Yes. So Django Jasmine will, change the look and feel of the default Django administration. So to proceed, let's install Django Jasmine. It's installed, and after installing that, let's indicate the Django Jasmine here. It should be placed before the default Django.contrib.admin. So let's put Jasmine here, even though it's a third-party model. So Jasmine here. Let's check our admin panel. And we have a different look and feel of the Django administration. This is quite simple and appealing, so we could just focus on so now let's check our countries, and it looks good, better than before. State, everything is in order. Now there are other settings we can do. Let's quickly check the documentation. Installation, we've done that. Let's go to configurations and then copy all these, which you can later tweak to your preferences. Let's copy all these and paste them in our base.py. Reload. Let's refresh. Set language. We haven't made provisions for that, so let me take that out. Set language. Looking for the language option. So language chooser for now, let's leave that because we have not. Let's refresh. This should be okay now. Now we have this, and we have this home page, and the language chooser is not here, but at least, guys, you get the idea. So this was a quick demonstration on how to just change the Django administration panel, and there are other related settings which you can explore. Django Jasmine. So, and then you can check the documentation and tweak it to best suit your needs. There are various customizations you can implement. Okay, that was that. Now Let's see. Now we have a very beautiful outlook for our Django. Now in this next step, what we're going to do to implement the Teams page, so we make this dynamic. So without wasting much time, let's create an app. First, let's commit our changes. Git add git commit admin template customization. Yes. So we create another app. Clear screen. Python manage that app. Let's call this pages or front end pages. You can front end pages. Pages created. Git add. Git commit. Front end pages app started. Then we go to base.py and register our app in installed apps, local apps, front end pages. As we did before, if you want to change anything, for instance, you go to apps.py, the boss name, and you can call this maybe CMS and pages. That's the name we're going to give to it. Now we go to models to create our pages app, and let's go back here. A team member has what? The name and the designation basically, and then there's a photo for that. So let's quickly create that model. What's happening? All right, so we're going to call this team member. And the team member has a name. Designation. So max length 50. The position of the team member. Designation. And if you want to add additional fields like show Facebook, Facebook URL, and the last one is Twitter. Twitter handle. So 50. Twitter handle without the @ think that is all. Facebook URL should be URL field. Facebook 50, and we can choose to leave this blank. Now this is our boss name, team member, team members, name, okay. So we can also create a dot string always. Entity represents a team member. And let's import the missing requirements. Django.utils.translation. Import you get lazy as this. This is done. Something missing. Everything is in perfect order. Now I would like to create another one, something. First, let's commit this, git add, git commit, team member model, and I would like us to create another app, clear Python 3 manage start app, call helpers, git add, git commit, helper app start. Now what are we going to do in this helper app we've just created? First, let me implement and then you get the idea. I'll create a new folder in helpers called common, and in common I'll create a file called base model.py, and in base model.py I'm going to create an abstract model from django.db import models, import UID, and we're going to have created date, modified date, and abstract is going to be true because this is going to be an abstract method, an abstract class. So we have the created date, created date will take a date time field, timestamp when instance when, okay, timestamp when the record was created. Timestamp and the record was modified, and also takes the datetime field, the boss name, created date, and by default is going to be time zone now. Likewise here. Modify date. Let's bring in our from Django utils import time zone from Django utils translation import. You get lazy as this, and we already have that, so everything is in perfect order. So we call this base model. This class is going to be our base model, and we're going to create another one, ID models.uuid field. This is going to have the default as uuid.uuid4. Editable is going to be false, and unique, I guess, is true, and help text, the unique identifier of an object. Okay, let's see if we did it right. Locations, we had an ID. No, I mean in users instead. Yeah, so primary key is true, because that's going to serve as our primary key. So primary key is going to be true. Now that we have this structure, all our subsequent models are going to be inheriting these fields, this class, and then so we don't need to actually recreate these fields. So now we go back to our pages, our team member, and now the team member is going to inherit base model, which we have to import from helpers.common dot base model import base model. Yes, so now that we have this done, let's go to our base.py and add this helpers, the newly created app. So now we have this. So everything is in order. So the last thing we have to create is the image of, so this is going to be like a photo of our, it takes the image field and photo and upload to, team. The photo of the team member. I think this is clean enough. Let's make changes. Git add, git commit, model fields refactor, and base model. Let's go to admin.py and register our team member model. Team member. So let's display as I had introduced. We could just copy this, copy fields. Instead of typing, we just paste them, paste models, and then we import our missing model. Git add, git commit, admin register for team member. Then let's make migration. Python 3, make migrations. There's a warning. Must be upload to argument must be a relative path, not an absolute path. Okay. Yes. So yeah. And this is a warning. Create a date, fixed default value. It seems you set a fixed time. Okay. Well, yes, of course, it's not supposed to be that. It's supposed to be this. Not, yeah. So let's run migrations again. Make migrations. Python 3, manage, migrate, git add, git commit, database migrations. Clear screen. Let's return to our admin and check what we have done so far. And we have our front end pages. This name is not displaying as it is, so to fix that we go to base.py, local apps, and add.apps.frontend pages config. I think that should be it. Yeah, so now it takes the name. Now team member. And this is what we have. So let's fix this. I want this to be not just be read only. So we go back here to our created date, editable, false. Editable is false. It has no max length. Okay. Let's make another migration. Python 3, make migrations. Python 3 manage migrate. Git add. Git commit. Database migrations. Let's go here and refresh. Now this is gone. So name, we can have the first name we have here is Alicia Goodwin, who is the CEO and co-founder. And Facebook, let's leave it, and Twitter. Now let's get that. I'll set images, I think team 1. Save and add another one. Second team member, James Paul. And who is also the CFO and co-founder. James. Team 2. You got the idea. Now let's let's go back. So now we have 2 team members. Let's close that. Front end pages. And first, let's go to where are all pages? View, and we have the About Us page. Oh, sorry, I just forgot that we had already created an app called Frontend, so I was getting quite confused why I had to create this app. This is such a blunder. I did not check we had created this in our previous videos. Sorry for the mix up, but I think we still can revert this situation. Unfortunately, I did not notice we had a page created for that. So all right, let's go back. Let's come to team About Us. Let's check. The page is About Us page. So in About Us, let's get our team members. Team member dot objects dot all. Let's import from front end pages dot models, import team member. And so we have team members for that. Okay, so now let's add that context. Team members. text. And we go to the About page and check this. Now these are where we have our team members, so they're all in a row. Each has a div tag. So let's get rid of that. So we will just maintain one. Just keep one row. For team in team members, and for let's run this. And what do we, oh, I'm checking the, I'm not on the right page, so let's go to our our local host. I get confused sometimes. Okay, About page, About Us, and now we have this. So that means our page is working. So for each team, let's take the name, the team name, and the team's designation, and refresh, and we have Alicia and then James Paul. Designation, did I get that wrong? Okay, so there's quite a typo, so I need to fix that. Go back here, and that is done. Now I'll leave you as an assignment or a task for you. I'll leave you to fix the images here. So that will be that for this video. We have succeeded in making the front end page dynamic. I mean the About Us page. And this is the same approach to implement should you want to change other things on the on our peer-to-peer platform. Thanks for watching this video.